in critical condition in the hospital, and these injuries are considered life-threatening injuries. 4 students are also at other area hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. But these are just the physical injuries that we know about. We know that this was the middle of the day of a school day, and so there will be other injuries that we'll have to face. Is enough. And we have to come together to do everything we can to support our students, to prevent press conferences like these from happening again and again and again.
Along with us, Ted, what goes through your mind as you see this latest school shooting today in Madison, Wisconsin?
You know, Martha, I've been on with you before, over and over, where we have, unfortunately, these kinds of incidents, these kind of shootings at school. And all I can think about is I was listening to Garrett Penny there a few minutes ago, are these young kids who just went to school to get an education and to have to be put through this kind of trauma. And those young kids who are now on that bus hoping to get to that reunification center to be reunified with their loved ones. Those were the initial thoughts. But Martha, what we have here now is a crime scene. And the law enforcement officers are processing that crime scene in a methodical manner. And if you listen to Chief Barnes, the chief of police there, you know that they have prepared, unfortunately, for these kinds of incidents at schools. Now, from what I understand, there were no magnetometers here at this school. But you know, what you find are communities are torn. They want their children to go to school and be educated. They don't want their children to have to feel that they're in a prison where they have to be magnetometers and they have to be security guards. And so it's a catch-22 trying to triangulate those kinds of scenarios and situations, Martha.
Yeah. Well, you know, the flip side is if these shooters think that they can't get into the building or they might get caught getting into the building, would that dissuade them from trying and knowing that there is nothing between them and the doorway has not led to an optimal situation in this country? The other thing that really strikes me, Ted, when I'm thinking about Christmas right around the corner is Sandy Hook, because that happened on December the 14th in Connecticut. And I clearly remember, I mean, this was another just, the magnitude of it was just unthinkable. And there were Christmas trees all over town as those families were going through hell. And that's the hell.